Once there lived a king, who was the ruler of human world. And there was a king of death, who was leading his troops of dead souls. One day Human King went to jungle for hunting. Suddenly Ghost King appeared before the Human King.
Hello, King of Humans. I've been waiting for you. I am going to capture your kingdom and rule both the worlds of death and humans. However, I will spare you and your kingdom, if you can tell the price of this skull.
Worried Human King returned to his palace and announced,
I want to have a meeting with all my ministers and advisors.
Soon after the announcement, all of his advisors and ministers gathered.
We are threatened by the King of Death. If I can't tell him the price of the skull, then he'll capture us all. Is there anyone here who knows how much does that skull costs?
Your Majesty, I don't know how much the skull costs, but I have an idea that might help us figure it out.
Aha, tell me more about it.
So the plan is that I'll pretend to die and you can bury me in a cemetery. Deads often meet there, and if we are lucky then we might get an answer. But when you're buried, just cover me with the bushes.
The following night, the king carried out his plan and staged his advisor's funeral. And, as planned, instead of burying him, they covered his coffin with bushes.
Dad? I am very excited for you. Tomorrow you will be the king of human world too. But I am curious what might be the actual cost of this skull.
Well, kiddo, the cost of the skull is...
And King of Deaths told the price of the skull to his daughter. But he didn't know there was a Human King's advisor who was listening to his every words. Next morning King's advisor told Human King everything that he have heard from deads. The dead marched to the human kingdom later that night, believing they would conquer the human world.
Hello once more, Human King. Do you know how much the skull is worth? Or are you prepared to hand over your kingdom to me?
I do know the cost of your skull. You'll need a stick to figure out how much the skull is worth. So if the stick goes through one ear and comes out from other, then it's worth a penny. If the stick goes through one ear and turns towards the brain, the skull is worth $1,000. And if the stick goes through one ear, turns towards the brain, and comes out of the mouth, it's worth $1 million.
Hearing this, the dead left the kingdom, never to be seen again, and the humans lived happily ever after. So the moral of the story is, in the story, stick represents the knowledge and wisdom you gain from others, while the skull represents you. The knowledge or wisdom you receive from your elders, seniors, and teachers is worth a penny when you only listen from one ear and throw it out the other. The same knowledge and wisdom is worth $1,000 when you listen with your ears and keep it to yourself. While wisdom and knowledge is priceless when you listen with your ears, keep it for yourself and share it with others. This is it, guys. How did you like this story? Please comment down below. Constructive criticism is highly appreciated. If you have interesting stories that you would like me to narrate, then please comment down below. If you like my videos, then please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Kissing Stories. Cheers!